Hello everybody and welcome to Lumen Christi Ministries Marian Monday. Please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video with your friends and family. This video seeks to draw us closer to Mary so that we can be drawn ever closer to Jesus. And I hope that that's what we are doing by just teaching us a little bit more about who Mary is. Last week we talked about Mary as our mother. This week we're going to talk about Mary as a queen. Long before she was crowned in heaven, she was the mother of a king, which in those days meant she was queen. This role of mother and queen is seen most clearly in the Book of Kings, where the king had many wives, but only one queen. Not only that, but he was obedient to her as well. Jesus, too, was a king that was obedient to his queen. The most clear example of this is the wedding feast at Cana. She asked Jesus to do something, and then the servants she asked to do something as well. And what was the result? A miracle happened. Water turned into wine. A miracle happened because they were obedient to the queen. Even Jesus, who is the king, was obedient because that's how the kingship was. The king was always obedient to the queen, who in this case, and in many cases, was his mother. The crowning of her as queen wouldn't take place till she went home to God. We see Scripture preface this glorious mystery of our mother being crowned. We believe her to be the woman in Revelations based on verse 5 of chapter 12. I quote, "She gave birth to a child, a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter, and her child was snatched up to God and his throne." Then of course, end of quote. Then of course there's the snake in Genesis and the dragon in Revelations. Both cast the earth, and both are cast down to the earth, and both seek the offspring of their children. Mary's children are under attack, and that's how Mary chooses to use her queenship. Not to be rich and to be famous, but to save her children from the devil and to draw her children ever closer to her Son. She's a queen because she's a mother. Once we understand this, we will understand her role in our salvation. Jesus chose Mary to be his mother. Jesus chose Mary to be his queen. Are we willing to accept Mary today? Like never before. Like I said last week, we cannot deny that she is a mother, and if we cannot deny that she's a mother based on Old Testament teaching, based on the Book of Kings, I don't have the exact quote in front of me because the Book of Kings covers two different books. You have the first Book of Kings and the second Book of Kings. There's a lot there. But in that book, it is seen that the king had many wives, but he only had the one. He only had the one queen, and the queen was his mother. So we can accept this teaching from the Book of Kings and based on Old Testament teaching, can we accept that Mary is a queen? And that she's not just the queen of heaven, crowned with glorious thrones in heaven above, but she is the queen of the earth, and she is indeed our mother, just as she is the mother of Jesus. Join us next week as we seek to dive more into Mary as our queen, and as we seek to dive into her role in our salvation. God bless and have a great week.